I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're diving into a heartwarming tale that celebrates the joy and magic of canine companionship. Winston Does Yard Work by Dedeyn. She introduces us to Winston, a golden retriever with a playful spirit and a knack for turning everyday chores into unforgettable adventures. Whether you're a dog lover or just need a feel-good story, this delightful book will leave you smiling and inspired. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by buying her wonderful book and by subscribing to our TV channel, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. And thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Is Winston your real life dog or something? Tell us a little bit about the inspiration for Winston.
He is. He's laying right over here with me. He is my golden retriever. He's 2 years old. He is the love of my life. He inspired me to write these books. My first book is Winston Goes for a Walk. We walk daily. And I just got the idea to write a story about our daily walks because he is just easy to write about, easy to love, and everybody loves Winston, which is my website, so easy to remember.
Everybody Loves Winston is the name of your website?
Everybody loves Winston, yes.
Okay, great. That is easy to remember. You think of Everybody Loves Raymond, Everybody Loves Winston, even better than Raymond, I'm sure. You've got a better behaved dog than I have. I have Jack Russell Terriers. And if they were here right now, they'd be yapping up a storm. So there's something so peaceful and calm and beautiful, yet playful about a golden retriever, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, he's very sweet. He's very lovable. He loves everybody too. So I wrote the first book and then just decided to go from there. So Winston Does Yard Work is my second book, and then I have more coming out. So it's been fun. He's easy to write about and he's easy to love. So
Awesome. Sounds great. Now, we're talking today about Winston Does Yard Work, but you've got a number of books. It sounds like it's a developing series. How many books are you envisioning in the series?
So my third coming out is Winston Goes to Emmy's, and then I'm working on my fourth. Winston Goes to School. He visits my children at school. And then I have a fifth written. I have 10 so far written. So
Wonderful. And how many published? 2 or 3?
my third is about to be published, and then working on the fourth, fifth, and so on and so
All
forth.
right, sounds good. Now, since you do have a series already, are you envisioning this perhaps as a series of animated shorts or live action? Have you thought about this as something for either the big screen or the little screen?
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm working on stuffed animals, for kids to snuggle with their own Winston as they
Yeah.
read the books. Each book has sight words in them, so for early readers, learning.
What are sight words for people like us who are mature readers but don't know what that means yet?
I guess like easy words for, like early words for children, like recognizable words,
Right, like
Um,
dog or fetch maybe or something like that.
yes,
Simple words.
like up, down, like for, like easy, like first words for children, like to as they learn to read, so help them learn to read, I guess.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Now, what age group do you envision enjoying this book?
I guess anywhere from kindergarten to second grade.
Mhm.
But I have friends, adults that love it, that have
Yeah,
bought it. And even their children who are in fourth, fifth grade, they love it.
sure.
So
A
I
little,
have
is that Winston trying, can Winston pop up and show his pretty
yes,
little face
he
here?
sometimes gets jealous when I'm on the phone or talking to people, but yes, he has his head in my lap right now.
Oh, that's very, very cute.
Yes.
Okay, well, if he wants to make a guest appearance, we're happy to have Winston on as well, without a doubt. So when did you take that leap? Like, everybody loves Winston, name your website. Let me start reading stories about him. What made you take that leap?
To write the first book.
Hmm.
No, I've always had kind of a creative mind, and he's just funny on our walks. He greets every dog, he just wants to play and say hello to every dog. He picks up funny sticks along the way, and I call them his wind sticks, which I'm creating a line of toys for dogs too, along with the stuffed animals for kids. Um, so, I mean, and he's funny, and he picks them up, and he carries them along, and sometimes brings them home. And that's kind of what inspired me for Winston does yard work and picking up sticks to go help the neighbor in his yard. And, because he's so funny with it, and he runs around the yard, and he picks up sticks and branches and just runs around with them. So he's just a funny dog to watch.
Dogs are so entertaining. They're so good for your soul. They get you moving every morning and they keep you moving up until late at night because you got to walk them and all that stuff. It always surprises me when somebody doesn't give themselves the gift of a dog because it really is a gift. It really enriches your life, your family's life, your home's life. Don't you feel the same way?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I grew up with dogs, and I've always had a dog. And my daughter, we moved back to Atlanta from the beach, and we had a German short hair pointer, and unfortunately, we couldn't bring her to Atlanta, and she's at a hunting farm now. And my daughter begged me for a golden retriever. She begged, 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 begged. And we fostered one.
Mhm.
And he turned out to have a lot of health issues. And unfortunately, we couldn't keep him. And so I was looking around for a breeder. And then we went up to just about an hour north of Atlanta. And there were three males left. And we knew we wanted a male. And he's staring at me right now. And Winston came out, and he literally put his paws on me and hugged me, and I knew he was the one. And we
Yeah.
came home that day, and he's just been the best dog ever since. So
Exactly. They choose you. You don't necessarily choose them, which is what's great about a dog. Is there a message or a theme of these books that you'd like young readers and their parents to know about?
um I mean, just how lovable they can be, and just he's like, just brings so much joy and happiness, and just kind of peace.
Yeah.
And just even without saying a word, they're just full of love. And just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, they're learning the joy of a dog, which is wonderful. I think they're learning about what a great companion a dog can be, and the fact that dogs like to work and do tasks and be part of your life. And I think it makes it very relatable and makes it very, very wonderful as well. Good time writing these stories. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. Atlanta we just got a bunch of snow last week, which is rare for Atlanta. So
Yeah.
it inspired me to write another book, Winston's First Snow Day, which he had so much fun playing in the snow. He had never seen snow before. And, his first little step in the snow was like, what is this? But he was very timid at first. And then he just took off running and playing. And we had a blast. And I was throwing
Awesome.
snowballs at him, and he was catching them with his mouth. And then we built a snowman, and we had fun. And he
Awesome. That sounds great. Snow in Atlanta really is a rarity. I don't think it happened the whole time I was living in Atlanta. As a news reporter, they used to send me up into the mountains, into LJ and Jasper to find the snow. So, was the city paralyzed by it?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It snowed on Friday, but everything already was shut down, starting Thursday, but we had about 3 inches, which is pretty rare for us. So,
Exactly.
you know, it's,
The perimeter starts locking up, and there's gridlock and cars are sliding off the road. But I'm glad you and Winston had fun and saw the bright side of the beautiful snowstorm covering the forest, the Emerald City, Atlanta. Beautiful. Well, this book is just terrific, folks. It is called Winston Does Yard Work. The author introduces us to Winston, a beautiful golden retriever with a playful spirit and a knack for turning everyday chores into unforgettable adventures. Whether you're a dog lover or just need a feel-good story, this delightful book will leave you smiling and inspired. And the great news is there's more than just one. Two are in print already. This is the second book. A third is coming. And Anne has plans to go as far as her imagination will take her, and that seems limitless. Anne, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me, Logan. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time and your insight to the folks at home. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.